Welcome back to Narrowboat Baldrick. So today's task was to fit the exhaust. So I've got the exhaust box there, and then we've got the plywood, or rather we've got the hose there. You can see why it needs replacing. Holes all throughout it. Just wasn't safe, I didn't feel. So I had to wait about 3 months for a new bit of hose the right size. Then I've got this plywood box which I originally made to take the exhaust box, and it fits it nice and snug. And I did CT1 it to the engine mounts, but it kept coming off, so I thought I'm going to have to weld something. So I've got this tray. They were throwing it away at work. I asked if I could have it. They said yeah. It's a cable tray, but by pure chance it fits the box that I made. A nice, secure, positive fit. Just a bit of a squeeze, so I'm not actually going to have to screw it or anything. It's going to be there, nice positive fit. I could screw through the side there, through the holes into the plywood, but I really don't think I need to. So that was a real lucky stroke. So I just needed to cut that tray down to length, take off the zinc so I can weld it onto the engine mounts, or rather the engine bed, which I'll show you now. I'll zoom in. So to clear off the old CT1 and paint there first, take off the zinc, and then I'm just putting a little spacer in first, another bit of electrical conduit there that I got from the same place. Just tack welding it in position there. I had to make about 2 or 3 passes over it because it wasn't perfectly straight. Again, it's not pretty, my welding, because I'm not a welder. I've never been taught how to do it really. I've just YouTubed it, but it does the job of fixing things in position. And the grinder forgives a lot of sins on the welder. So that brought it up high enough to be able to mount the wider tray without it interfering with the oak that the engine mounts are on. See, I took off some of the zinc there, and I'm just welding through the holes basically onto the spacer. And I'm pleased because it means I haven't had to use screws or CT1 or anything like that. Cleaning up the rough bits of weld now. And then I thought, well, it's mostly galvanised, but I've taken off some of the zinc to be able to weld it, so test the bit there. Yeah, so pop a bit of the old red oxide hammerite on, just so it protects the unpainted bits. Slopped it on as best I could, and it made a really secure base for it, actually. So I'm quite pleased with that. As I was driving through Kegworth to get to the marina, I noticed this huge fire at a warehouse in the distance. I just thought it was quite remarkable. So the cloud went for ages. Hopefully nobody was hurt. So I ordered 3 meters of 45mm inside diameter wet exhaust hose. I would have just gone and got it from Midland Chandlers up the road, of course, but they've gone online only. And then it's a case of finding somebody who's got it in stock, because of course everyone suddenly wanted to order it online. There was like a national shortage. It's taken nearly 2 months for this to come. And several phone calls to the marina I bought it from. So that 3 meters cost me over £90. I needed about 2.5 meters, but you can only buy it by the meter, so I guess I've got a little bit spare. I just wanted to check that it is the correct fit. That's always the worry, isn't it? But it's a nice snug fit on the box there. So that was a relief. Oh, goodness for that. Always a worry. Right, so I'm thinking the best way to measure this is to use the old piece as a measuring tape almost. Sorry for the butt shot. I've edited most of the butt out of it. So yeah, I just laid the old piece up on the back there, offered the new bit up. It's reinforced with steel wire, 2 bits of steel wire coiled around through the rubber, so I needed to use the cutting disc to cut it. So I just popped it in the vise there to hold it still. I cut through it. I couldn't believe it. Well, I could believe it, but I was impressed by the amount of smoke that poured out the end of the hose as I cut through it with the grinder. Sorry about the wind noise, I am trying to reduce the amount that it happens. And one of these days I will sort out my microphones so that it's not constantly blasting into the mic on the phone or whatever. At least you know why I live in this padded lumberjack shirt on most of the time. Unless the sun's directly on you, you flipping need it around there. Get a bit over enthusiastic before I had to cut the other one off. This is when the exhaust goes out, and just a little notch in there. So this is something they've obviously made, use like a shim to make the pipe, the exhaust pipe bigger. So I'm going to pop a bit of CT1 in there just to seal it up again before I put the new one on. Right, a whole load of splurge down onto my fingers. So there's plenty there. Don't even need that much. Slide around the other side. Black gloves every time now when I use this stuff. Sick of finding it all over in the hair and all sorts. And it sticks like SH1T to a blanket, as they say. Okay. So I've bought these really good quality clips, so there's no danger of them coming off. You at least want it to happen. They ain't cheap, but they'll do the job. But make sure if you buy these, make sure you measure absolutely accurately, because they only have a small range for about, I don't know, 5mm or something. So you want to get it bang on correct.
Give that a little spray with the old favourite. Awkward bloody position. Okay, that was good. And he's taken 11mm socket. I was going to slacken that off a bit. Just look at over that thick bit. Well, that was annoying. I had to take it off to slide the clip back up. There we go. That was not easy. It was a 10mm, not 11. Started to slip when the torque went on a bit. Yeah, 10mm. There you go. Right. Yep, happy with that. It slipped off. Didn't have it up enough. Jeez. Actually, if I do weight effects, I need to help to do this job.
Well, I got there in the end, got everything connected up and the clamps on alright, so I think it looks pretty good. And the finished result, pleased with that. Well, thanks for watching.